All right, here we go.
Free Guy, directed by Sean Levi, stars Ryan Reynolds and Jamie Comer, and this is a movie about basically GTA and the Lego Movie combined together. Now this movie, stars Ryan Reynolds, and he's the MPG, non-player character, and he has his routine. He wakes up every morning, he gets his coffee, he goes to the bank, and bank robbery happens, which comes to a really normal norm. We get to find out, the point of view of the non-player characters in those video games, and how normal stuff for them is, like, people coming in with AK-47s and bombs and blowing shit up and driving like crazy, and we kind of get to see the world in their perspective. It was very interesting to see in this movie. Something happens to Ryan Reynolds' character where he gets to break sort of out of his loop, and he tries to help this girl who's trying to take down this big corporation, and a lot of crazy stuff starts to happen. This movie is very similar to the Lego Movie, is where you have this. It's basically the same characters. We have this generic guy character who does the same thing every day. He has a routine. There's an old lady who's missing her cat, and who goes to his jobs. He loves his job. He has a best friend, but then he meets a woman who's rebellious. He falls in love, and then everything changes and shit happens, and nothing can be the same anymore. It's like I was sitting thinking like, this does remind me of the Lego Movie. But it's not a copycat, but it's basically the Lego Movie combined with GTA, basically, in the fun. Now I would say, when it comes to video games movies or movie about video games, we know the history, they're bad, there are not many good ones, but this movie is very good, it's very enjoyable, it pokes fun at video games movies, it's a little bit self-aware, and Ryan Reynolds is great at it, it's very great. Lil Rel was also very good in this movie this time, which normally I always don't find him that funny in movies, but in this one he was actually very funny and very entertaining. The same as for Taika Waititi, who was hilarious as the controller who controls, and he wants to launch his new game, Free City, which is the name of the game in this movie. Is called Free City, which all the characters live in, and he wants to launch Free City 2, because he only cares about money, and he wants to make some more money, and all of it. But Taika Waititi is really hilarious in this movie as this mogul, millennial with the video games and being weird and stuff. The movie's interesting, but like I said, the movie is fun. It has a lot of fun aspects, it's action-packed, it has a lot of, quick going on and a lot of fun moments, but the movie also kind of feels like, in a way, it doesn't know where exactly to go. Like, when the movie starts out in the first act, it's very understandable. You have the character meets this character, and the movie story. Where I think the movie suffers a little bit is like during the second act, the movie kind of takes a little bit of a hold, because Ryan Reynolds' character is an MPG character who decides to, has free will basically, and he has to level up in the game, which is very fun to do, and then all of a sudden he creates this movement in this movie, of like, well, what's happening? Is somebody says this is a hacker, who disguises an MPG, or is it like somebody, what's going on, and is it an AI or something? So it was really fun. There are a lot of fun moments, a lot of fun sequences. When it comes to characters or character developments in movies, pretty standard generic you see in movies, but mostly when you come to these movies, like, you want to see Ryan Reynolds say funny lines, see some cool action and everything, which we do get, and the story is actually good. It's not a bad movie. There are no bad performances in the movie. Like I said, at times the movie can feel a little bit much at times, because there's really a lot of things happening at once, which also kind of it can be a little bit exhausting at a point, because there's so much going on at once. They have this explosions, then this, and then also no break, and then that. So the movie throws a lot at you at once at times, and then at times it slows down really quickly. So you have kind of this up and down balance. The funniest character in the movie wasn't even Ryan Reynolds, it was Channing Tatum. As a one-player character, he is hilarious. I kind of missed him in movies. I was like, oh shit, Channing Tatum, well, where he's been in there? I haven't seen him in a long while in movies like that. Like, he is hilarious. He saw the funniest scenes in the entire movie. It was just a blast, out of blast. Like I said, this movie is just fun. This movie is go in, big popcorn movie, have fun. The movie also pokes fun at different franchises. It was hilarious. It's a really fun movie. And also Dude, which you get to see in the trailer, is just hilarious. It's just hilarious what they do with this character. This is just a really fun movie. It's not like, you know, a really deep thinking movie or anything, but it's a fun movie about video games. It's the best movie about video games I think we have, because all the other movies about video games are goddamn trashed. We know about that. But I'm gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10. Let me know, free guy, let me know what you think about the movie. Did you like it? Did you didn't like it? Did you find it interesting? Did you think like we finally got a good video game movie out of it? Let me know down below. So thanks everybody for watching. As always, see you next time.